Hi and welcome. Happy you made time to be here today. Um, in this video, I'm going to teach you about how to save for a home. I know these are some conversations we rarely find, so I know you might need to have a pen and a paper to write them down because these are things that worked for me, and they might work to you too if you follow them in the steps that I'm going to share. For those who don't know me, my name is uh, I go by Fraggle Steve. I appreciate little living, and I just enjoy whatever I do. So in this video, I share whatever worked for me, and I know most people outside there really want to build their homes, and they don't have somebody to share with them maybe whatever they can do to be able to achieve those dreams. House ownership is one of the biggest achievements you can have so far in life, by the way, because number one, it ensures your stability. So I've received messages and some calls, and even people who know me and are asking me, how about you share with people about your journey and how you are able to acquire a home. So if you don't know me, I have shared even in the other videos. You might find them in the videos there. I started being intentional in my life in the early 20s, and I think when the COVID-19 hit, I was still a young man in my early 20s, and I was married by then, and the COVID hit. We had a newborn baby, and we just did not know how to go, on how to proceed. So we had a lockdown, and we were not able to survive in the city because you had to pay rent. I was not able to go to work because of the lockdown and all those things. So I said never ever in my life imagine to stay in a life like this. So I think it was a blessing to us. COVID-19 was a blessing in disguise because we knew, it made us, changed how we wanted to live. So if you want the rest of my conversation about that, you can find them in the videos. I've shared elaborately, and I've also shared a picture, a video of my home there. So I think you might find it helpful. So today, our main talk is going to be on how do you save for a home, and it's something that most people have asked, and I think this was the right time to talk about it. So I had 10 points that I wrote down to share with you. So I have my notebook here. I'll be checking to confirm whether I'm giving you the reliable information that really helped me. So in short, the kind of notes, whatever helped me, I wrote them down, and I just want to share with them with you. So if you have a pen and a book, you could jot down something, because I tell you, it is an information that you might not find outside there for free. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy. So number one, how do you save for a home that you want? I want you, number one, don't think lump sum. What do I mean? Don't think about, saving millions or saving hundreds of thousands. If you start with that goal that by the end of this year I want to have 1 million for the house, you might find it, yes. To some you might not, because you don't have control over external things that happens to you. Maybe somebody close to you might be sick, or maybe a home, anything unfortunate might happen, so you might not hit that goal. So, and if you don't hit the goal, you're most likely to become demoralized. So I want you to think in a systematic format, like think in a system way. Number one, don't think about the lump sum. Just think of how much you can put on a monthly basis. And this worked for me and my wife. Let me give you an example. Put something like 5,000 shillings, and ensure that it is amount that you've decided you'll be putting, and come rain, come shine, it is amount that must go towards a home. So you cannot just be saving randomly. Have a specific number that you are working with. Yes, some months you might get more, but ensure this is a minimum amount that you want to work with. Why? Because it's going to create a momentum. It worked for me, and I think it might be helpful to you too. So number one, don't think lump sum, but have a limited, have a minimum amount of savings that you might want to be using towards that. So number two, what worked for us, we created and obeyed a fixed housing saving rule. So we had a fixed saving rule that my house, we decided, for example, for us, if we decided that 15% of our total income, whatever we were making in our businesses or in wherever our places of work, it would have to go towards the house. So we found that was so helpful to us, because we already knew the rule, and every month we didn't have to think about how much should we really save, because it is something that we had decided on before, and we already knew it, right? So there was no reason for us not sticking to the plan. So I want you to have a rule. It might be different for you to others. It could be, for example, you have a side hustle somewhere, and you could use all the total earnings from that. So a side hustle, your profit from the side hustle, you could put it towards what? You could put it towards your the housing fund. So do whatever works for you. Here we don't crucify you, just do what can work for you and what you can maintain. People's life are different. Let nobody lie to you outside there that you need to save millions. No, because even the house you want to build might not be the same house I want to build. For you it might be a 3-bedroom house, for me it might be a 1-bedroom house, for you it might be a 3-story building, for me it might be a bungalow. So whatever works for you, go with it. But just number one, what I've said, decide on a fixed amount of money you want to save. Number two, I've talked about, have that rule, and it's going to help you a lot. Number three, I think it's on strictly separating your finances, and more so this comes for the saving for the house. If you want to save for the house, well, please ensure that you have this money deposited in a different account away from your M-Pesa or from these bank accounts that you use, because we human beings, we are so much, little thing, we can take that money out and spend it, and the moment you've started spending that money, you'll be creating a behavior that you might find so hard to break along the way, because you're going to lose your focus. So have a separate account for we have we have separate accounts. Like for you, if you're in Kenya, I'll use a Kenyan example, but if you're abroad, you can just apply whatever concept we have here with whatever bank accounts or the savings plans you have there. So like in us in Kenya, you can have a separate savings account, and we have commercial banks around, they just want people to open their savings account. So I've decided on the amount of money I want to save, and I've gotten myself a rule on a monthly basis how much I'm going to save. So number three, I must have a dedicated account where I'm going to save that money, and we've said this money should never be mixed with your money, so you must go find a different account. We have many banks around. It could be you want to save it in a Sacco housing account, or maybe you want to put it as a fixed deposit, or you want to maybe put it in a money market fund, or maybe you want to put it as a treasury bond for or a locked savings account. Whatever worked for you, it is your money, and you have all the rights to decide. But just make sure that it is money that you cannot really touch. That is why we are putting it away. And let me stress on that, this is money that is not going to be for your school fees. So let's say if your child is in a school, for most of us who have children in schools, you have to be intentional and ensure that your money, you are spending the money right, and you are allocating right money for those expenses, so you don't have to be dipping your fingers into your kids' college fund. So let me just confirm that. So I think that's what you want to do as you begin, okay? And Number 4, what worked for us, try to automate things as much as possible. I know we're in the a digital era where you can automate as much things as you can, and with most savings accounts, the banks that I see around, they have the savings platform that have the automate button. Please use that to your advantage. So on a monthly basis, if you can be earning money, let's say on date 30th, and you've said that by date 1st that money goes, or by date 30th that's when the money goes, just decide on you when you want that money to be deducted automatically from your bank account and it goes to the savings account. It's one of the easiest way to get you away from, you know, the thinking process where you always have to make a decisions of when, you know, I need to have this, well, how much, I have many bills this month, you know, how much am I going to give towards my housing. It's easy. You had planned, you had decided on the amount of money you need, and it's so easy. What are you going to do now? Just let the automation does it work. I think you can look around what kind of savings account have them, and you can pick one that works for you. Number 5, I think what worked for us as well in saving for our home, and you might also want to use it, is we started saving even before buying land. You know, most people that I meet, they say, well, I just want to try my best, find money everywhere. Then when I get a land, maybe I could save money towards building my home. It doesn't work that way. So I'll explain that by, you know, in the middle of this video. But what I want you to know is start today. If you're watching this video today and you can start this month, please start this month and decide on the amount you want to start doing. Everything else will sort themselves later, okay? So, and you don't have to be worried about fixing everything. So just be worried about you know, don't even be worried, just be focused on saving. Start now and try to build up those cash. Number 6, break your house into financial phases. I think this is very important, because when we started, we were thinking, oh my gosh, how are we going even to build those big houses that we are saying, maybe, and we even don't have money for the land and all those. So building homes go with stages, and I think I want to talk more about this. There are 5 stages that you want to have, financial phases that you want to do. Number 1, think of how you are raising money for the land purchase. So if I want to build a home, I want to start with land purchase, and I want to start saving money towards that. So let's say we have a land. I'll just give you a good example. Maybe you are saving towards a land about for 300,000. You found a cheaper place somewhere to. This is just an example. So that home, that land, you want to buy it. So the money you are saving, you have to be very aggressive towards purchasing the land. But remember, this is going to be totally different from a person maybe to them, they have the land, so it's going to be easier for them to skip this part. But if you don't have a land, you must start saving towards buying that land, and the moment you've earned the land, you now move to step 2, which is approvals and drawings. So if I want to build maybe a 1-bedroom house and or a 2-bedroom house, I must have a plan, and I think this is where most Kenyans are really missing it. People just think that once they have the money, they can go straight buy materials and call a local mason and do that. Things are done in stages here. So finance your land once you've purchased it, and you all know me, I always like things who are organized. So once you've started with your land, you go to your approvals and drawings, and now the 3rd one is going to be foundation. So how much am I going to need in terms of foundation? And for you to know that, it's going to be based on the plan that you created. And here is now where you can call upon the fundis. And I always encourage people, if you check my other videos, I always encourage you to have like 2 or 3 masons that you can talk to, or architects, whichever, based on, still I repeat, based on the kind of house you're building. So ensure that you have a good plan, and that you know before even you build the house how much, you know, the foundation is going to cost. And now once you've funded the foundation, you now go to structure and just build, move step by step, and you'll now go to the finishing. And I think I'll be explaining more of these things in my videos. I just want you to know that move step by step, don't be discouraged, and just go along the way. It worked for us, and if you follow it, it's going to work for you. Number 7, I think use your income growth to push you quicker into saving towards your house. I think this is even self-explanatory. This number 7, what does it say? It says, if you're blessed, maybe more money is coming in, that is the time that you really even need to save more towards that home journey. So maybe you got a pay raise, maybe the business is doing so well, maybe you have more time that you could go and create more stuff to sell to people so that you can get money to build your home. That is the right time for you to even bump up your savings towards the goal. There is no magic that is going to happen unless you get outside there and get it done. Okay, so number 8, have a house only rule. So here we are focusing on the house. We don't want to have many priorities right now. This is not the right time to do very many things at a time. So let's just be patient, and any money that we get, whether it's the gifts, whether we got all the money from the pay raises that we said I have talked about, ensure you put that money towards the savings. And this is the kind of discipline that you need for you to be able to build a home. It's not the rosy or the kind of romanticized things I see in the social media. And it's really worse more so now with our young people, where people they just flash things outside there and tell people that it's easy. It's not. You have to be intentional if you want to be able to have a home. And number 9, track your progress and don't care about your being perfect. So what really worked for me is every month I would go in and check how much did we put next month. Is my savings account really growing? And it helped us a lot, and in knowing, and it even motivated us into moving so far much higher than we could have really. So what I'm saying is, be extremely passionate in whatever you're doing, and I've never, even in the videos, whatever I share with you, I've never really cared more about being perfect, like being perfect. I just share what really works, because I know that's what the world needs. Nobody's perfect there. This is unlike what you'd expect in the Instagram and the Facebook, and where people really don't want to show their weaknesses. But I encourage you and boldly motivate you to, and continue embracing those imperfections. So if one month maybe you just put 5,000, the other month you put 7,000, yeah, that is how life is. Nobody's perfect, and we are more so in my video channels and YouTube. I don't crave for perfectionism, so I don't expect you even to be perfect. That is why I encourage you to walk with me in this journey. So we are a team of imperfect people who are really trying to improve their to improve their lives day in out. So number 10, I think number 10 is about building. Building can delay, but not your savings. Yeah, at times maybe you've just built a land, it is there. It is okay to still improve on your savings. So the building can delay, but your savings should not delay. What do I mean? Be consistent and never miss a month without you putting something towards your savings. This is a marathon, because what always changes people's life takes time. We are in a day and age where you can, we are promised instant gratification. We could order things online, they bring to us. We could order a ride. Comfort is really a kind of how people are moving right now, but that does not really happen in real life. So if you, and for more so for somebody who is very focused to change their life, it is going to be totally different for you. You want to be a hard worker, somebody who is using their hands to change their lives. You don't take advantage of other people, you don't steal from people, you eat your sweat. Okay, that is the kind of culture, and this is what I'm preaching for most young people and of people of all ages. Please, let's create a culture where we change our lives and we want to improve ourselves. So what I want to leave you with today is that, having consistent, reliable, and repeatable system where you can continue saving, and what you care more about is you track backwards. You say, well, last month I saved this, I think this month I can get better, and just improving yourself 1% every month as you go. It's going to create a long lasting impact for you. It worked for me, and it has worked for many other friends of mine that I know. If any of this is really relating to whatever, it's connecting to you in any way, please leave me a comment down there. What is it that maybe you're not understanding, or something that I really talked about that touched you, or just anything that you might also share with us so that we can learn from you. And guys, these videos, if you watch my video and you like the video, by pressing the like button there, and maybe you subscribe, you click a subscription button, that is how you promote my YouTube channel to grow, and that is how also other people might keep knowing us. I want to create a good community where we can talk about home ownership and just being honest, because it does not pay to be a scam in this day and era. You just want to be somebody who wants give more outside there. So that is why I'm even sharing with you all these things. So it takes a lot of time to create these videos, so that you can also share something so reliable and accurate for people to learn from. So that's why I'm requesting you to just spend 1 second. I'll just listen for 5 seconds so that I can allow you to subscribe. Just click on the subscribe button and click on the like button. So subscribe, like, and you can comment down. So I'll give you the 10 seconds before we go. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. So please, I hope to see you in my next video. That is what I wanted to share with you today. I just want to let you know that it is possible, whatever you've put into your mind. And any day, anytime, if you think of maybe you want to remember any points that I've talked about, now that you have subscribed, you can always go back to YouTube, click on my profile, and watch this video so that you can improve yourself. I hope you will use this information, you will go outside there, you implement whatever we've said, because that's where the change comes from. Change does not come from you just watching my video. It is from you going outside there and implementing, doing whatever I have said, so that you can change your lives. It would be so much great for me, and I would be so much happy to know that I'm creating an impact on other people's life, and that other people can also afford a home like me. So till next time, guys, thank you so much for your time, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.